We got Bear here from Ludus RAG out at Death Valley Airsoft up north of Nashville. We're here to talk a little bit today about plate carriers. I wanted to give a shout out to Call Sign Dad. He did a little review of his LBX 0300 over the weekend, and I wanted to talk about ours. The LBX is quite a popular plate carrier at Ludus, so you have 3 on the team. Now the LBX is based on the LBT 6094, which is what I'm wearing right now. So there's a lot of functionality about the LBT and the LBX, a lot of great things about it. It's not a low-end entry-level plate carrier, all right, but it's also not going to break your bank, which is about 160, 180 bucks for the LBX. Now the LBX is made in South America, but it is based on the LBT London Bridge trading that I'm wearing, all right. One of the things that I saw Call Sign Dad, you were talking about the Velcro in the front, how it gets really snaggy, all right? So I stripped down my LBX here for training purposes. It just has some weighted plates. But if you get a little close in here, these clips are growing in popularity. Cry makes them for a lot of money, or for about 60 or 65 bucks on Amazon. I can get a link in the video. You can attach this to your Velcro and no more need to undo your Velcro panel.
I can confirm, best piece of gear you'll buy.
Now, they come in a set. They're 60 bucks or so, which for a lot of guys running some more low-level plate carriers like Condor, that's about how much you spent on your plate carrier. But you really only need one. It comes with 2 for both sides, but if you and a buddy going in together, you can just split that in half. It has been the most significant addition to my plate carrier setup. I was in the Army with the 10th Mountain Division. I was an infantryman. I've been playing airsoft and paintball for the last 8 years. I've worn a lot of plate carriers, and the LBT and the LBX have been some of the most comfortable plate carriers, and this addition that I made is more significant than any special pouch or radio or antenna. Like, at the end of the day, it's just so annoying to have to like off your plate carrier or trying to get it fit right. But this, you get it set once and you don't have to mess with it anymore. I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about some of the differences between the LBX 0300 and the LBT 6094. Now the LBX 0300 is made to look pretty much exactly like the LBT. Even in the little loops here on the side, you can see that they match it 1 for 1. The MOLLE quality is pretty up to par as far as it being made out of the United States. But what the differences really start to come in are in the details. So if you look at the cummerbund right here, on the LBT, it's really plain. It's just a thin layer of fabric and the MOLLE, which for a lot of guys, it's all you need. But on the LBT, you'll notice that there's a lot more stuff going on here. Look past the pouches, there's actually an extra pouch on both sides. It's great for a radio or an extra mag. It also has this little map patch area here where you can fit a dead rag, maybe a little map, or if you had a smaller plate, you could even fit side plates in here as well. Another small detail, we have this little strap right here, which is meant to fold back and hold back. There's a little pouch in here where you can stuff maybe a map or a cell phone or something. I probably wouldn't want to put my cell phone there, but that's what it's there for. On the LBT, on the LBX, sorry, there's no Velcro back here. So this little guy, it's sort of a pointless cosmetic piece. But on the real deal, on the LBT, you'll notice on the inside, MacGyver, if you can get that, there actually is some Velcro on here, so I could fold that over and put it back here if I wanted to. Now, what I do, so I use the TAC Sky ComTac 3. One of the best headsets you can buy for less than 200 bucks. Great sound. It works with the radio, even without a battery, and with the battery, you can get the environment sound as well. I take this loop right here and connect my radio button here, and it makes it really easy. I have a pretty short neck, right? And even if I'm trying really hard, it's really hard to push it by accident. Even with a grill on my face, it stays out of the way. But it's really easy to find. One of the most common issues I ever had with some of the smaller radio push-to-talk buttons is they get lost on your kit. You're wearing gloves, and maybe even if you know exactly where it is, for some reason in the middle of a game, you can fumble a lot. But this, it really took away that fumbling. And in the worst case dire scenario, if I don't want to take my hands off of the gun, I can still call in to a radio without it. Very rare situations, but hey.
It's happened.
It's happened. One last thing, I want to do a call out to call sign Hulk. Hulk, we hear you're a big guy. Who would have thought that Hulk was a big guy? You said, will the LBX fit a big dude? Guess what? I'm a big dude. Now, while the LBX and the LBT were not designed for big dudes in mind, it is not out of the realm of comfort for you. So on the back of the cummerbund, instead of using an elastic cummerbund like a Condor, the LBT and LBX use stretch cord to customize the width and how big the waistband is. Now, this is designed, the new one that came together, these are actually connected to each other through a loop behind the plate carrier. But what I did was took the stretch cord that it comes with an extra, and I attached it to the MOLLE itself. Now, this is about as far out as it can go. But technically, I could make this so much extra slack. If I was even bigger, I could loosen this up and it would stretch out even more. But what's great about this is that you can, to the degree of your waist size, you can really customize the fit of your waistband and not have to depend on pulling it, stretching it to make it snug, or having to, cut off circulation to make it fit. All right, so you can still push this in to the strap into the cubby here, and as you go on, you could just move over each step. If I lose 5 inches on my waist, it's not ruined. I can just undo this, slide this in, and just move along as it goes. And that way
it fits anyone.
It is way more customizable than your standard just pull stretch. And this shock cord, it's super durable, right? With the Condors that I had early on, they're great for the buck. I'm not trashing Condor, it's a good product. But the Condors I had, after about a year of wearing it all the time, because I'm a bigger guy, that stretch, the stretch in the back, it starts to loosen up, it starts to stretch out and stay stretched out, and it just doesn't hold up over time. This stretch cord, it's gonna hold up for a long time.
And you can do that to pretty much any vest.
Exactly, but even if it doesn't, even if you do wear out the stretch cord, you're wearing out the stretch cord, not the plate carrier, and you can just replace it with extra stretch cord. So that about does it. I love the LBT. The LBX is a great option for less than $200. I got lucky on eBay with this for about $225. It was a new out of box, but it was still in great shape. If you are a serious airsoft player, this is a great low profile plate carrier that is a high end, and this is a great low profile plate carrier about a mid-level. It saves a lot of dollars, but you do lose some of the practicality of it. You use some of the small details, but for the most part, it's pretty much one for one.